Insulin resistance is a condition that affects millions of people around the globe. It's a significant precursor to type 2 diabetes, heart disease, and a host of other serious health problems. For years, we've been told that sugar and saturated fats are the primary culprits behind insulin resistance. But what if I told you there's a surprising new cause that Dr. William Li, a renowned physician and scientist, has recently uncovered? This discovery might just change how we think about metabolic health and offer new, more effective ways to prevent and treat insulin resistance. Dr. William Li, who has made groundbreaking contributions to the understanding of how our diets influence health, is best known for his research in angiogenesis, the process by which new blood vessels form. He's also the author of the best-selling book Eat to Beat Disease, where he dives deep into how food can be a powerful tool against illness. In his recent studies, Dr. Li has turned his focus to insulin resistance, and what he's found is both surprising and enlightening. Rather than pointing the finger solely at sugar and fats, his research reveals a hidden factor that could be driving insulin resistance in millions of people. In today's video, we're diving into this newly discovered cause of insulin resistance. We'll explore how it works, and, more importantly, what you can do to protect yourself. With insights from Dr. William Li, we'll take a closer look at this cutting-edge research and offer practical tips for managing and even reversing insulin resistance. This information could change how you approach your diet and overall health, offering a new perspective on maintaining optimal metabolic function. Before we get into the details of this new discovery, it's essential to understand what insulin resistance actually is. Insulin is a hormone produced by the pancreas that helps regulate blood sugar levels. When you eat, your blood sugar rises, and insulin is released to help your cells absorb this sugar for energy. But in insulin resistance, your body's cells become less responsive to insulin, leading to higher blood sugar levels. Over time, this condition can force the pancreas to produce more insulin to compensate, which can eventually lead to type 2 diabetes, when the pancreas can no longer keep up. Traditionally, insulin resistance has been linked to diets high in sugar and saturated fats, leading to weight gain, particularly around the abdomen, and increasing the risk of metabolic syndrome. However, many people who don't fit this typical profile still struggle with insulin resistance, suggesting that there are other factors at play. This is where Dr. Li's recent discovery comes into the picture, offering new insights into what might actually be driving this condition. Insulin resistance isn't just about high blood sugar. It affects how your body stores fat, how efficiently your cells produce energy, and even how your brain functions. It's a complex issue that's connected to a wide range of chronic diseases, making it crucial to address all contributing factors. Dr. Li's research adds a new dimension to our understanding, suggesting that there's more to the story than just sugar and fat. So, what is this newly discovered cause? Dr. Li's research points to chronic inflammation, particularly stemming from the gut, as a surprising factor in insulin resistance. While inflammation is a natural response to injury or infection, chronic low-grade inflammation can have serious consequences for your health. It turns out that this type of inflammation, often originating in the gut, can disrupt insulin signaling, leading to insulin resistance. Dr. Li's studies have shown that an imbalance in the gut microbiome, often caused by a poor diet, stress, and lack of exercise, can lead to increased intestinal permeability, also known as leaky gut. When the gut barrier is compromised, harmful substances like lipopolysaccharides, LPS, a type of bacterial toxin, can leak into the bloodstream. This triggers a widespread inflammatory response, which over time interferes with how insulin functions in the body. This discovery is groundbreaking because it shifts the focus from blaming sugar and fat alone to considering the health of our gut and the inflammatory processes associated with it. Dr. Li's work suggests that by improving gut health and reducing chronic inflammation, we might be able to prevent or even reverse insulin resistance more effectively than by simply avoiding sugar and saturated fats. This finding also suggests that many of the dietary recommendations we've relied on, might be missing a critical component. While reducing sugar and saturated fat intake is undoubtedly important, it may not be sufficient for those who suffer from insulin resistance due to chronic inflammation. Dr. Lee's research invites us to look beyond the obvious and consider the intricate connections between our gut health, immune system, and metabolic function. To understand how this works, it's important to recognize the connection between inflammation and insulin signaling. When the body is in a state of chronic inflammation, immune cells release cytokines, proteins that are crucial in the body's immune response. However, when produced in excess due to chronic inflammation, these cytokines can disrupt the normal functioning of insulin receptors on cells, making them less responsive to insulin. This impaired response means that glucose is less efficiently taken up by cells, leading to higher blood sugar levels and, eventually, insulin resistance. Dr. Lee's research also highlights how this inflammatory process can be exacerbated by certain lifestyle factors. Poor diet, stress, lack of sleep, and sedentary behavior all contribute to inflammation, particularly in the gut. This inflammation then spreads throughout the body, affecting tissues and organs far removed from the original source of the problem. The result is a systemic impact on insulin sensitivity, making it more difficult for the body to manage blood sugar levels effectively. The implications of this are profound. Chronic inflammation doesn't just impair insulin function. It can also contribute to a host of other conditions, including cardiovascular disease, neurodegenerative disorders, and even certain cancers. By identifying inflammation as a key driver of insulin resistance, Dr. Lee's research offers a more comprehensive understanding of how interconnected our bodily systems are and how a single issue, like gut inflammation, can have far-reaching effects on overall health. Practical tip: one of the most effective ways to combat this type of inflammation is through diet. Incorporating anti-inflammatory foods like leafy greens, berries, nuts, fatty fish, and olive oil can help reduce inflammation and support insulin sensitivity. Additionally, fermented foods like yogurt, kefir, and sauerkraut, which are rich in probiotics, can help restore gut health and prevent leaky gut. Making these dietary changes not only addresses the immediate issue of insulin resistance, but also contributes to overall health and well-being by reducing systemic inflammation. The gut microbiome, a complex community of trillions of bacteria living in your digestive tract, plays a critical role in overall health, including metabolism and insulin sensitivity. Dr. Lee's research emphasizes that maintaining a healthy and diverse gut microbiome is essential for preventing chronic inflammation and, consequently, insulin resistance. A healthy gut microbiome supports a strong intestinal barrier, preventing harmful substances from entering the bloodstream and triggering inflammation. Interestingly, Dr. Lee's studies have shown that certain gut bacteria are particularly beneficial for insulin sensitivity. These bacteria produce short-chain fatty acids, SCFAs, like butyrate, which have anti-inflammatory effects and help maintain the integrity of the gut barrier. Conversely, a lack of these beneficial bacteria, often caused by a diet low in fiber and high in processed foods, can lead to an overgrowth of harmful bacteria, further promoting inflammation and insulin resistance. The gut microbiome's influence on metabolic health goes beyond just insulin sensitivity. It affects nutrient absorption, energy regulation, and even the production of hormones that influence appetite and satiety. By focusing on gut health, you're not just addressing insulin resistance, you're optimizing your body's overall metabolic function, which can have far-reaching benefits for weight management, energy levels, and disease prevention. Practical tip: to support a healthy gut microbiome, focus on eating a diet rich in fiber from fruits, vegetables, legumes, and whole grains. Prebiotic foods like garlic, onions, and bananas also feed beneficial bacteria, helping them thrive. Additionally, consider taking a high-quality probiotic supplement to boost the diversity and health of your gut bacteria. These dietary strategies can significantly improve your gut health, contributing to better metabolic outcomes and overall health. Stress is often an overlooked factor in the development of insulin resistance, but Dr. Lee emphasizes that it plays a significant role in both gut health and overall metabolic function. Chronic stress doesn't just affect your mood, it can have profound effects on your body, including your gut. When you're stressed, your body releases hormones like cortisol, which can disrupt the balance of your gut microbiome and increase inflammation. This, in turn, can contribute to insulin resistance. Dr. Lee's research shows that stress can alter the composition of the gut microbiome, reducing the number of beneficial bacteria and allowing harmful bacteria to proliferate. This imbalance can lead to increased intestinal permeability, or leaky gut, which, as we've discussed, allows harmful substances to enter the bloodstream and trigger inflammation. Over time, this chronic inflammation can disrupt insulin signaling and contribute to the development of insulin resistance. Moreover, stress can also lead to unhealthy eating habits, such as cravings for sugary or high-fat foods, which further exacerbates insulin resistance. It's a vicious cycle. Stress impacts gut health, which in turn affects insulin sensitivity, leading to metabolic imbalances that can be difficult to reverse without addressing the underlying stress. Practical tip: managing stress is crucial for maintaining both gut health and insulin sensitivity. Consider incorporating stress-reducing practices into your daily routine, such as regular exercise, meditation, deep breathing exercises, or even spending time in nature. These activities can help lower cortisol levels, reduce inflammation, and support a healthier gut microbiome. While diet plays a significant role in managing inflammation and insulin resistance, other lifestyle factors are equally important. Dr. Lee points out that stress, for example, is a major contributor to chronic inflammation. When you're stressed, your body produces cortisol, a hormone that, in excess, can promote inflammation and disrupt insulin function. Chronic stress also negatively impacts the gut microbiome, further exacerbating the problem. Sleep is another critical factor. Poor sleep quality and sleep deprivation have been linked to increased inflammation and impaired insulin sensitivity. When you don't get enough restorative sleep, your body's ability to regulate blood sugar diminishes, leading to higher levels of insulin resistance. Dr. Lee's research suggests that improving sleep hygiene can be a powerful tool in managing inflammation and preventing insulin resistance. In addition to stress and sleep, physical inactivity also contributes to chronic inflammation and insulin resistance. A sedentary lifestyle slows down metabolism and can lead to weight gain, particularly in the abdominal area, which is closely linked to inflammation and insulin resistance. Regular physical activity, on the other hand, helps reduce inflammation, improve insulin sensitivity, and support overall metabolic health. Practical tip: to reduce stress and support metabolic health, consider incorporating mindfulness practices like meditation, deep breathing exercises, or yoga into your daily routine. These activities help lower cortisol levels and reduce inflammation. Additionally, aim for 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep each night by establishing a regular sleep schedule, creating a calming bedtime routine, and minimizing exposure to screens before bed. Incorporating physical activity into your daily routine is equally important. Try to engage in at least 30 minutes of moderate exercise most days of the week. Physical activity is another key factor in preventing and reversing insulin resistance. Dr. Lee emphasizes that regular exercise helps reduce inflammation, improve insulin sensitivity, and support overall metabolic health. Exercise stimulates the production of anti-inflammatory cytokines and improves the function of insulin receptors, making it easier for cells to absorb glucose and maintain healthy blood sugar levels. Dr. Lee's research also highlights that different types of exercise can have varying effects on inflammation and insulin sensitivity. Aerobic exercises like walking, running, and cycling are particularly effective at reducing visceral fat, a type of fat stored around internal organs that is strongly linked to insulin resistance. Strength training, on the other hand, helps build muscle mass, which increases the body's ability to utilize glucose efficiently. In addition to its direct effects on insulin sensitivity, regular physical activity also contributes to improved cardiovascular health, better mental health, and enhanced immune function, all of which are critical for maintaining long-term health. By incorporating a variety of physical activities into your routine, you can address multiple aspects of health simultaneously, making exercise one of the most powerful tools in your health arsenal. Practical tip: incorporate a mix of aerobic and strength training exercises into your weekly routine. Aim for at least 150 minutes of moderate intensity aerobic activity, such as brisk walking, and include 2 or more days of strength training that targets all major muscle groups. Even simple activities like taking the stairs instead of the elevator or doing a quick workout at home can make a significant difference in your insulin sensitivity and overall health. One often overlooked factor in managing insulin resistance is the importance of staying properly hydrated. Dr. Lee highlights that adequate hydration plays a crucial role in maintaining overall metabolic health, including insulin sensitivity. Water is essential for numerous bodily functions, including digestion, circulation, and temperature regulation. But it also has a direct impact on how your body processes and utilizes glucose. When you're dehydrated, your body's ability to transport glucose into cells decreases, which can lead to higher blood sugar levels. Additionally, dehydration can cause your body to produce more cortisol, a stress hormone that, as we've discussed, can increase inflammation and exacerbate insulin resistance. Maintaining proper hydration helps ensure that your cells are functioning optimally, which supports better insulin sensitivity and glucose management. Moreover, staying hydrated supports kidney function, which is essential for detoxification. Proper kidney function helps remove waste products from the bloodstream, reducing the overall inflammatory load on your body. This is particularly important for individuals with insulin resistance, as reducing inflammation is key to improving insulin sensitivity. Practical tip: to stay hydrated, aim to drink at least 8 glasses of water a day, more if you're physically active or live in a hot climate. Herbal teas and water-rich foods like cucumbers, oranges, and watermelon can also contribute to your daily hydration needs. Avoid excessive consumption of sugary drinks or caffeine, which can dehydrate the body. Integrating anti-inflammatory practices into daily life. Now that we've explored the newly discovered cause of insulin resistance and its implications, let's discuss how to integrate anti-inflammatory practices into your daily life. Dr. Lee suggests a holistic approach that combines dietary changes, stress management, improved sleep, and regular physical activity to effectively combat chronic inflammation and support insulin sensitivity. In addition to the tips mentioned earlier, it's important to minimize exposure to environmental toxins and pollutants, which can also contribute to inflammation. This includes avoiding processed foods with artificial additives, reducing exposure to pollution, and choosing natural, non-toxic cleaning and personal care products. These small changes can have a significant impact on reducing the overall inflammatory load on your body. Another important aspect of managing inflammation is staying hydrated. Proper hydration supports all of your body's systems, including digestion and detoxification, which are essential for reducing inflammation. Drinking enough water also helps maintain the health of your skin and mucous membranes, which act as barriers to harmful substances that can trigger inflammation. Practical tip: start small by making gradual changes to your diet and lifestyle. Replace processed foods with whole, nutrient-dense options. Incorporate more movement into your day, and practice stress-reducing techniques regularly. Over time, these small changes can add up to significant improvements in your overall health and metabolic function. Don't forget to drink plenty of water throughout the day to stay hydrated and support your body's natural detoxification processes. Dr. William Lee's groundbreaking research on the role of chronic inflammation and gut health in insulin resistance offers a new perspective on how to manage and prevent this condition. By shifting our focus away from simply blaming sugar and saturated fats, we can take a more holistic approach to metabolic health, addressing the root causes of inflammation and insulin resistance. Incorporating anti-inflammatory foods, supporting a healthy gut microbiome, managing stress, getting adequate sleep, and staying physically active are all essential components of this approach. By taking these steps, you can protect yourself from insulin resistance and its associated health risks, leading to a healthier, more balanced life. This holistic approach not only addresses insulin resistance, but also promotes overall wellness. It's about creating a lifestyle that supports all aspects of health, physical, mental, and emotional. By focusing on reducing inflammation and improving gut health, you're setting the foundation for a longer, healthier life, free from the burdens of chronic disease. So why not start today? By making these simple yet powerful changes, you can take control of your metabolic health and reduce your risk of insulin resistance. With Dr. William Li's insights and the latest scientific research, you have the tools you need to create a healthier, more resilient body that can better manage blood sugar and maintain optimal health. Whether you're looking to prevent insulin resistance or reverse its effects, this new understanding offers a pathway to better health and a brighter future.